Hallo! Travel with me to Leipzig, where I will be attending the premiere for a brand new opera by Bernd Franke called Coming Up for Air. After a tedious day of travel, I finally arrive in Leipzig, where I then head over to my Airbnb and I conked out immediately. I was so tired. On my first day in the city, I took a little walk around and stumbled across this church where it happened to hold something rather special, the final resting place of Johann Sebastian Bach. I mean, how incredible is that? After paying my respects, I then head back to my Airbnb via the Opera House, and there is the poster. And then it was time for a quick change. Very well done there, V. And with that, it's time to go to the opera. It was absolutely tipping it down, so that was definitely a challenge to not get my makeup smudged. There is the final look, post changing out of my thick tights and boots into my heels. Oh, the glamour of opera life. There was a small chat about the opera, which I sadly missed. However, I did manage to grab myself a nice cold glass of beer, and here we go. Oh my goodness, the first act was incredible. I have no words, but yes, this was me grabbing a quick snack before going in for Act 2, which was even more emotionally captivating than the first act. And this is the lovely lady who played Anouk, whose character has cystic fibrosis, just like me. There is the lovely Jess Walker, the librettist, and to the right of her is Bernd Franke, the composer, and to the left there is Sarah Leipziger, who is the author of the book Coming Up for Air. Afterwards, we had a little bit of an after-show party where everyone got to let their hair down to Grease Mega Mix. And just like Cinderella, I had to turn back into my normal clothes before heading back to my Airbnb for a Knoppers biscuit and a nice hot cup of tea. Just like that, my trip to Leipzig comes to an end. I feel so privileged to have been able to come all the way over here to watch what was essentially for me something incredibly special. The libretto was really well written, keeping in so much of the original book and showing so clearly how each of the three stories end up connecting with one another. And Bernd Franke was able to compose this constant rhythmic heartbeat, this sort of ebb and flow, which kind of represents, for me at least, the river, which is such a vital part of the story. And I have no words to describe to you the significance of seeing cystic fibrosis being represented in an opera in the art form of which I am a part of is just incredible.